When I was much younger and video games weren't really much of a thing, I used to love playing card games. One of my personal favourite card games that I used to play all the time with my mum was Snap. The idea of the game is simple. Each player has a set of cards facing downwards, and they take it in turns to flip over the card and place it in the middle. Gradually, a pile of cards will begin to form in the centre, and eventually someone will flip over a card, place it in the middle, that matches up with the card underneath it. If this happens, then that's a snap, and you have to smash your hand on top of the deck of cards, shout snap, and then you win that round. Now I've got to try and build it in Minecraft. So for this one, we're going to have Team Blue and Team Red. And these buttons right here are going to be your snap buttons. So blue is going to have one and red is going to have one. And these redstone lamps are going to signify when that button has been pressed. Then we're going to have a dropper out the back and a dropper out the back right here. And these are going to be the snapping droppers. I'll explain that later on. Next up, we're going to have this button right here, which is essentially going to deal out the cards and flip them over. And we'll have a sticky piston and then a redstone block facing downwards, a block in the center right here with redstone torches underneath both of these droppers, and then 2 repeaters with 4 ticks on both of them, and a block right here with some redstone dust. That redstone block will extend downwards, powering these repeaters, which will in turn power these droppers. One block above our button, we're going to have ourselves some glass, and that's going to be the little window which will show who the winner was. So we're going to have a piston on this side, a piston on this side, and then we're going to have blue and red between them, and whoever wins, that block will be displayed in the window right there. The next thing that we have to do is go underneath our buttons and connect those things up. So we're going to run redstone across like this. It's then going to run it into a block. Next to this redstone torch right here, we're going to take a repeater output, and that's going to run along the back like that. And then we're going to take it up by a block like this, and then a block up like this with redstone dust on the top. The next thing that we're going to have to do is grab ourselves a few slabs, and those are going to take the redstone signal right the way up to the pistons. And then you want to do exactly the same thing on the other side. So that's going to be redstone dust, kind of creating an L shape just like this, and then the block up like that. Our repeater, which is going to run the redstone out, and redstone going up the steps like this into our half slabs in a second, and then that will connect it into the piston. So whoever activates their button first, their piston will extend first, pushing their block across in front of the window. But what's to stop someone pressing their button before the cards have actually come out, so they kind of pre-snap, as it were? Now we're going to try and fight against that by adding in a little bit extra to this system. The way that we're going to do it is we're going to add in some repeaters to 4 ticks, and then we're going to take a redstone torch output going up like this, and into this redstone torch up at the top, and then we're going to have a sticky piston with a block on its face right there. And that piston will be extended until the items have been dispensed and you can actually see the cards. You don't have to do this stuff with the sea lanterns, I quite like the way that it looks. So believe it or not, that's it. That is your snap game all built in terms of redstone. We don't actually have any extra circuitry to do. All you have to do is fill in these droppers right here with the items. So we have got 5 different items in this one and 5 of the same items in this one. You have to make sure that these 2 sets of items match up, otherwise your games of Snap are going to be very long with lots of people not matching up with anything. So to play, all you have to do is hit this button right here and wait for the items to come out, and then when they do and they don't match, you don't hit the buttons, and if you want to keep score like the original game, you can then place those items in the chest, almost formulating a pile in the center. So then we hit the button again, and we wait. That's a snap. So we hit the button, we won that run, blue is up at the top, which means that we can grab both of these and also both of these. And as I say, if you want to keep score like the original game, you can place them inside a chest, and then when you decide you want to finish, then you count up your score from this chest right here. Now, one thing worth mentioning about the rules is if you're playing and someone presses their button without it being a snap, then the red team, for example, if I was playing on blue team just there, will be able to deduct a point from blue and put it inside his own chest. So blue team loses a point, red team gains a point. And one of my favorite things about this game is the longer it goes without being a snap, the bigger the prize for getting a correct snap. Obviously, all of those items pile in, and then eventually when the pair of them do match, someone is going to win a heck of a lot of points. I mean, let's see if we can do it right here. Almost. That almost got me. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed this little simple redstone tutorial. I imagine this will work on all different types of Minecraft, so even if you're playing on Pocket Edition, this should do just fine. But anyway, if you did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.